This is our Bastrop. Look, breaking news. Breaking news. Look at that guy's fucking beard. Look at that dude. That's what you got to contend with here. That guy's beard. Was that him? That's him. That, look, they put that on the screen. Yes. What is this? Crisis Response Center? Look at the eggs.
His truck was also hit by one of those bullets. Thankfully, he is okay. I talked to another witness, or not a witness, but someone who was just at the Discount Tire down the street, and his next stop was here at the Home Depot. So he walked up into the scene as well, and also had a lot of questions. Again, a lot of questions as to why this person decided to randomly start shooting in this parking lot. Until then, this Home Depot looks like it's going to remain closed for the rest of the day.
Okay, they got the day off. They got. Now me, I'm immediately alerted to the situation when I hear certain things. So I'm going to want to, before this video is concluded, I'm going to want to look and see something. And I'm going to take you on the journey with me. You're going to appreciate it. We're going to get there. Hold on. I need to get to the maps. Bastrop, Texas Discount Tire location.
The Discount Tire in Bastrop is located at 716 Highway 71 West.
Show me on the map. Okay? What did you just do there? You got a problem with me? Do you want to fight? That's Jiffy too. Hold on. What did they just do here? What's going on here? Do we agree with this? Why are you going to have Jiffy Lube up there and have Discount Tire at the same time? Like, what is this location? I am not in agreement with what I see here. But mostly it's correct. Okay, this is correct. So what they're trying to say here, well, they came from Discount Tire. Well, yeah, well, now we're coming from Discount Tire. We will be arranged from, awareness will arrange itself to where it's at. We'll perceive that there's been some sort of thing. Alright? Some sort of thing that they said on the news has occurred. And occurred. Can we get over there? Not so easy to go over the fake landscape and stay hooked into wherever you see it. Okay, there's the danger. So that's this, you want to have this alignment. I can't even catch it because it's not something you can really get into one shot. That's as good as it gets. You can't get any more tilt over where you look from the sky that you could say coordinated that information. That's the coordination of the information. Now, did guy actually shoot? Maybe. Maybe so. Maybe that had happened. Got the day off. Now, the guy goes, this is what I see. Look, this is good reason to say. This is good reason to say. I see it on the news. It's breaking news. Alright? This is somewhere we've been. My brother works at one of these, but he works at Lowe's. Different color scheme. Blue. Not Home Depot. Home Depot's orange. Don't get your orange and blue all fucked up, okay? So, I say, because it's interesting. Breaking news here in this place. It's not often, but of the two, I have to say, Home Depot more dangerous. It's more dangerous there. I feel that it's reasonable. Lowe's not the danger of being shot at Lowe's statistically way more off the charts. Not going to happen. Probably not likely. The likelihood of being shot, random shooter there. Okay, so I see the detective, whoever. Let's say the guy with the longest beard, because we captured that guy. He's there. I'm just impressed. I love to be impressed. They have this box. I don't know what it's there for. It's a wooden box. I don't know what it's there for. But my screen is I've already marked the X here for the center focus. Get the X. You don't get the orange. You don't get the square with this video because I'm not screen recording, which is actually a rectangle. This is incredible. So, like I said, I use the Snapchat to use my own version of features, which is, like I said, it's my own version. I'm doing something myself. It's nothing to do with you. Be advised. So, Indigo Angel, who makes these videos on certain stuff, but Stargates as portals interest me. It really does. She's referring Dolphin Island. I don't know if Dolphin Island exists outside of the parameters which I'm going to lay forth. The parameters what I'm going to lay forth should tell you first that, watch this, hold on. It's not going to be easy. Don't try this with a friend. Did you see that? Did you see that? Don't try this with a friend. Then I can't try it with any of you. Because to tell you what I would have next to tell you, I would have to consider you a friend. Now, that's neither wise nor unwise. It just is. It just is. Do I normally have need of this use of this face? No. No. But this has to do with hyperspace templates, why they're useful, which they are. My eyes are not that red, okay? Let's be perfectly clear. I don't have red eye like that at this time. I'm going to dismiss this, and you tell me. Lie detector determines that is not the truth. Look how big the sticker gets and it moves. Motherfuck. They're no more red. That was extreme. Do my eyes get red when I smoke a little bit of weed? Yeah. Yeah, they do. Absolutely. Does the orange rectangle around my face make it in? Yeah, I think so. It should. I mean, I'm not using the camera. I'm actually using the screen recorder, which is what I intended to do. Let's make use of the screen recording. So, news really does come to you pretty fast from this configuration of screens. Real fucking fast. Jordan Maxwell was talking about the news. News comes at you from the four directions: north, south, east, and west. The circle with the X is the hyper sign for the earth. It's also, if in the context of church, and you take it where he would then bring you into the right understanding, you would see the messaging that is going on. Other than that, I don't wish to spoil it. I'm using the camera, so I don't get the same action I get from the screen recorder. which is tracking my face. I'm tracking my face too, my mind. So it puts the X on this box, lines up when I come back. They're just taking it away. Maybe they put the shell casing in there. That's reasonable to conclude that much. You're going to have shell casings from a shooter. They pick them up. They put little signs there. It's their process. They do that. I don't do that. You know, my screen has an X. I do that. Now that I do. There's nothing wrong with that. It's not illegal. You know, use your mind. If you use your mind for these creative activities, you need to be able to also utilize your use of your mind as you can best use it. Right? Isn't that logical? It's a little bit of analogical logic, but still, it's useful. It's useful to not shoot people as well. It's useful to put your gun down. So, the channel that is on here, it says is, let's look, XV1. It says it's an, let me get it in here so you can see it and read. Educational Critical Review and Reaction, XV1. Alright, so you got that. Let's put it here. It's it's going to be difficult. It has to be playing.
And has resurrected or come back to life on the first day of spring, when the Jews call it Passover, because the sun has passed over the equator. And so we say
there is a satellite, XV1. It's maybe one of the ones we are putting in the tracker. These are all the ones that are now being tracked. You see what they're doing. They're flying over Terra. It tears the Earth, right? Yes. The last video I put in a sticker. The profile of the sticker fits the shadow perfectly. I enlarged it when I was talking about my eyes. Not a big deal. Nothing unusual. Nothing bad to report here. This is actually kind of amazing. That whether or not, now remind you, I just want to go to the XX because I have XV1. I have Object XX, USA 81, nice, whatever. Object XY. This is currently over the United States. We'll use it. We're going to look. We're going to look at it. Alright. It says it's an object. Okay, that's nice. What kind of object? The object XY. It's unknown. From the perspective of I'm a man. I got XY. XY makes me a man. Should we presume? And it doesn't have a satellite. We can't. It just says it's an object. So I could be up there looking. It's not only non-threatening. It's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. There's XY. There's XX too. So that's a girl. It's definitely a great perspective. Let's rejoin this.
Christians say, no. We don't want nothing to do with the Jewish religion. That's all the Jewish stuff. We are Christians, so we will worship God's Son, the light of the world, on Sunday. And so we go out at 5 o'clock or 4 o'clock in the morning as Christians to have something called an Easter sunrise service. Why? We're going out to welcome our Savior, God's Son, the light of the world, and a sunrise service. And it's called Easter. Why? Because it goes back to the worship of Isis and Ishtar. Ishtar is East-star. And that's what the sun is. It's a star in the east. It's an East star. And so today we have an Easter sunrise service. So what we're talking about all the way around the year
Before you buy the Natural Healing Handbook, here's what just changed.
I have to be honest. I was totally wrong about this book. I called it a herbal book for weeks, but it's not that at all. It's actually a cookbook. Yeah, a cookbook that shows you exactly how to make remedies that support your digestion, your energy, your skin, your joints, everything. It's not just lists of herbs like every other book out there. It shows you how to use them, step by step, like recipes, what to mix, how much to add, when to drink it. There's no guessing, no Latin names.
Would you believe it that fucking commercial caught in at the moment of my birth, 7/14? I mean, I'm born now. I'm born again. So it's like he says. Anyway, moving on. Christians. A focus.
Perfectly four slices. The reason for the 4 slices of the 4 seasons of the year gives us our idea of the 4 Gospels in the Bible. Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. Spring, summer, autumn, winter. The story of the life of God's Son, the light of the world. Christianity and Judaism is both based on the life of the Son. Wherever the Son is for us on the earth, there's a story. It is just a story. It's a mythology.
Gina.
But Christians believe that God's Son, they don't think about it. Why are you out at 4 o'clock in the morning waiting for the sun to rise to have an Easter sunrise service? That sounds a little bit like sun worship, don't it?
Sure it
does. Of course it does, yeah. I mean, everybody's out waiting for the sun to come up. Why? Because he's going to be born again. He's going to come back to the earth. He promised he would return, and he has. He comes back again every year. It's the same old ritual. They drag him off, and he's going to go back to being at the first week of summer, the first day of summer. He is now in the constellation of the zodiac called Leo. Leo, the lion, is a constellation of the zodiac. So we say he is the Lion King. Disney makes a movie about the Lion King. The Lion King is the Lion King of Jerusalem. The King of the Jews is finally resurrected. The Messiah has come back to the Jewish people and warmed warmed the earth up because it's been freezing because he was dead for 3 days. It's an extraordinary story of how the calendar worked. That's why you have a watch. It's like a calendar. It's in a circle with 12.
So I'm not supposed to be able to use that image of Leo because Getty Images is credited Bortonia. What's the score here?
Right.
So it's a 12-step program.
A baker's dozen, a dozen apostles.
That's exactly.
A dozen eggs.
A dozen apostles, you take that as a dozen apostles.
That's Rince's voice.
Or 12.
That guy.
And you take 12 of anything, it becomes a ruler.
West Coast
rulers are 12
I don't
inches.
know it's called this.
And that's why you have something, a straight edge ruler has 12 inches in it. The 12 inches are the 12 signs of the zodiac, the 12 apostles. And so we call that straight edge with 12 different equal portions. We call a ruler. Well, of course, Jesus is the ruler. He is our ruler. The Son is your ruler, and it's your Savior. And it comes up every morning. And his name was Horus.
What is this?
Horus was the sun god of ancient Egypt.
What's going on?
And where does the sun god come from? He comes up on the east. You wait in the morning, he will rise in the east. Therefore, he was called our risen Savior. Of course, the Son is your risen Savior. If it don't come up, we're dead in about 3 weeks on the earth. It's going to get awful chilly here. It gets cold in the winter. Well, wait till there is no sun period. Then find out what cold actually is. And so that's why we say things that we have terms that we use. Somebody who is very highly intelligent, someone who is extraordinarily well read and highly intelligent, we say that they are very bright. They're very bright.
Oh, yes, of course. Of
Yeah,
course.
yeah, he's very bright. And why? Because he's shining light all over. What do you mean he's shining light? Well, people.
Down and not shoot the gun. I think that's just fundamentally important to point out in this process that I'm doing as well, because that's what I'm doing. Okay, and it's okay. So they said they're going to be shut down for the rest of the day. Now I don't know why that would be necessary, but I'm going to also advise myself to be off for the rest of the day. Yeah, I am, because I already was.